Chapter 10. Ethereality. When I was once again in control of my own body, I was standing in a square-shaped bedroom, strangely confused by the events that had transpired. The room was decorated with a bed, a rocking chair, a desk, and some flower vases. As I stared down on my hands, I was perplexed by how wrinkly and aged they looked. I found myself holding a dossier with a handful of papers fastened in its metal holders. The topmost article had no author but bore the following text: "For having shown exceptional progress, Andrew Williams is now a free man. May his remaining days be long and his path true." A sudden interruption caused by the ringing of a bell sounded from outside the room. I quickly put the dossier into the desk's top drawer and closed it with utmost respect. I went over to the door and opened it silently. With soft footsteps, I then made my way through the large corridor leading towards the reception hall. A man dressed in a brown leather jacket was standing by the reception, peering over the desk into the receptionist's quarters. I got my act together and said, "Welcome to the tinted window." The man standing before me seemed to be in his mid-40s. He quickly turned around and looked at me with a detached expression. "How may I help you, son?" I continued. "Hey, Dad! Did you already forget about your own son or what? I didn't think you were that old, buddy," he proclaimed as his face lit up with joy. "This is the day, you know. You've been waiting for this for so long. We're going out hiking with Mom and the others." Through the open twin-glass doors leading outside, two dogs with fervently wagging tails approached me. I was baffled at first, but immediately declined to their height and patted them lovingly on their heads. They licked my face and barked happily in response. Before long, another sound was heard coming from the doorway, and as I looked up yet again, a group of people were standing there with hopeful expressions. It was almost as if they were waiting for some kind of speech from me. In the warm light from the setting sun outside, an elderly woman in her 70s looked straight at me with a loving smile. In her blue eyes, I saw a rare calmness and composure, which instantly filled my mind with joy. I stood up, aided by trembling legs, and faced them all as tears forcefully welled up in my eyes. I then spoke up with a loving voice. "Well then, what are we standing around for? The adventure has just begun."